Chasers, we got some stuff to get into now. These videos that I'm gonna play, one of them went viral, I want to say yesterday or night before, and then the other video I want to say went viral maybe like 5 or 6 nights ago or whatever. So we got to talk about Destorm Powers, okay, no relation, and Natalie Nunn exposing Lemmy head Plumer, long face, Lemmy head long face Plumer, the CEO of Zeus Network. Okay, they say he's stealing, he a thief, he a liar, he a cheat. They say he doing all kinds of shit around there. Now, some of it I already told y'all. You know what I mean? Some of it I already told y'all, but some of it I know you guys didn't know. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and share the screen. All right, so this is Destorm Powers. I think that's how you say his name. He was big on social media back in the day. I don't know where my over is. He was big on social media back in the day. I want to say like 2016, 2017, I feel like 2018. And I really haven't heard much from him or seen much from him. He came up around the time, I think, Andrew Batch, the Batch King. That dude, the black Jamaican dude. Yeah, he came up around them times when they was all doing those skits on social media. I mean, B Simone, the one dude that's real tatted, I can't even think of his name. Yeah, you remember him from Vine. Yep, that's his real name. I never knew that. But it's pronounced Destorm. I thought it was Destorm, you know, like Deshaun, Dawan. Hell, I went to school with a Eric. You know, I thought it was some King Batch. Thank you. I thought it was something like that, but no, it's Destorm. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and get it popping. He finna expose the shit out of Lemmy.
As y'all call him, is up on X spewing lies. But let me tell you something. Never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lemuel Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way, my brother. Lemuel tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmy Plumer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers and call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie, by the way. He offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lemuel for connectedness. He never looked out for Lemuel. Now, at the time, I had the biggest series on the internet called the Cart Series. Wait, baby, don't do that. No. At over 500 million views. It was nominated.
Do y'all remember that? I don't remember that. That just goes to show you, like, how social media, how, like, we never really forget on the internet, but at the same time, we have a short attention span. I don't remember none of that. Y'all saying no? I don't at all. Maybe I just was not on that side of the internet.
Nominated for an Emmy, 4 Streamies, winning 2. Then let me ask me, are there any other influencers I could bring on as partners because we needed some heavy hitters in social media for this thing to work? I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Batch. He had the numbers. Lemmy agreed. Batch agreed to join. Lemmy said we need one more partner, some diversity. So Batch reached out to Jake Paul, but Jake was working on another project and said, I'll at least give y'all an episode on round 1.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal.
Then Batch said, what about another good friend of ours, Amanda Cerny? She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agreed. Now, at this point, I broke down my equity so myself, Batch, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders.
I met with Destorm, King Batch, and Amanda Cerny, who were pretty big influencers.
Yes.
And we ended up, I brought them on board.
Lemmy was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO, and the 3 of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In the coming weeks, we started a group chat, and the founders came up with a new name for the social network. Some of the names was trash. Then one day I thought, wait, Nike was a Greek god. They were successful with their shoe and apparel line. Why don't we name ourselves after a Greek god? Let's be Zeus. So then Amanda's like, I had a dog named Zeus. Shoot, I like it.
Destorm actually came up with the name Zeus. We were strategizing and talking about different names.
So then became the Zeus Network. In our operating agreement, Lemmy's job was to put up the money for the first round of content. which he'd get back soon as we launched. Myself, Batch, and Amanda's job was to use our audience and our face and our likeness to blow up the company and give it a legitimate name. Lemmy's like, look guys, I'm a nobody, and you guys have the influence and celebrity to make this work. So that summer, we went hard as hell.
Zeus just came out today. You on this nigga, you gonna die. At what point did you hear me say Zeus, man?
I'll give them a free series on Zeus if they promote the app. Let me promise all of them that they would get a percentage of the subscriptions. They didn't get a dime. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Lemmy calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money, paying for Bad Escorts, Caught Season 2, and 4 other creative series. Now, bear in mind, contractually, we weren't supposed to put up any money. But Lemmy said, I'm gonna pay you back as soon as Zeus launches and we're profitable. Now, every show on Zeus has music in the background, but keep in mind, we had no more budget for music. So I called in another favor from my good friend Tommy Brown and Franks, and I said, yo, we need beats for Zeus. They done produced everything from Ariana Grande to Justin Bieber. Tommy gave us over 1,000 beats with a promise from Lemmy that they'd get paid back once Zeus was profitable.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So you see that's how now we're seeing how that network really got started. It was just a bunch of favors being called. It was literally just a bunch of favors being called in. So Lemmy Head didn't want to, he didn't have no money like that. But come on, Lemmy Head, your daddy is a whole pastor. We broke that down before. Lemuel Plumer's father is a whole pastor. So you mean to tell me y'all didn't take none of the church's money? Y'all didn't have none of the church's money to put behind this shit? Yeah, I remember some of the shows on Zeus Network in the beginning. Like I remember that one model dude, like he had a show. I think B. Simone had a show, but I didn't really start watching Zeus Network until The Conversation. I remember the conversation with Ray J, the conversation with A1 and Lyrica Mama, Johnson's Cabaret, damn, it's a couple more I'm forgetting, but you know something. But you see, the crazy thing is when the network first starts, those first shows really be the best. Like reality shows really work the best when it's like gritty and everybody broke. Once everybody started getting some money, the reality shows don't hit the same. Yes, Masika and oh my God, when they was fighting, Masika and Hazel E. Yes, I remember that. I think that was right after Hazel E had her baby. I think she was still with her husband then. Oh, I remember that Masika and Hazel E was going, they still hate each other to this fucking day. Remember Natalie and no, was it Natalie and Tommy? No, it was Natalie and Red. Remember they was fighting? Oh my God. And then it was Tommy and Tommy and Akbar B. Yeah. And I remember Tommy said, I'm done talking. Akbar said, you done talking, Tommy? And Tommy said, check, please. The conversation was everything. Low key, if somebody recreate that shit on YouTube, that shit could be big. It's some motherfuckers on YouTube that had that conversation, but they literally gonna be fighting for it. Yes, Bobby Lights and the guy in a wheelchair. Yes, Ray J and Princess. Remember, that was a 3-part series. That was a 3-part series. The Ray J one and Princess one was real good. Oh my God. Now it's just it's so dark over there now, but beforehand it was really light and fun.
They never got paid. We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful in social media, and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy Fonz, and he links me with Tiffany, who works at SAG-AFTRA. Zeus ended up signing a historic deal as the first social platform to partner with SAG-AFTRA. And because of this partnership, I was also able to get a lot of the creators and actors their SAG card because they had shows and series on Zeus. And let me end up stabbing SAG-AFTRA in the back, by the way. This is why I say don't trust tweets, only trust receipts. Let's keep it going. Now, since Zeus was a new platform and app, there was a lot of bugs that needed fixing. Now, our original tech partner, Nick, warned Lemmy that there was going to be some bugs and problems on launch day. But Lemmy ain't listen for shit. With his Napoleon complex, him and Nick used to get into it. So we throw this big-ass launch party in LA. We had ice sculptures, DJs, red carpet, big screens. Amanda bit the bullet and did this big-ass deal with Diageo for half her rate so we could have Ciroc as a sponsor. We was in it.
It came together. We're doing our pre-launch party, so coming out July 13th. I'm super stoked.
On launch day, all the creators who had a show on the platform promoted the hell out of Zeus, and over 45,000 people joined the platform that day. So now we on Easy Street until the next day we get a call from our tech partner, Nick, who said there was a glitch in the system and everybody got into Zeus for free. We had to boot everybody out of Zeus and ask them to rejoin for the subscription price.
Damn.
And if you know anything about people, they ain't paying for shit after they got it for free.
Hell no.
So the first round of Zeus was a wash. We had to scramble and come up with a plan for round two with no money. Then King Batch comes in clutch and saves the day and brings in our fifth partner, a silent investor named Ben Koo, who put up the funds we needed for round two. On round two, we changed up the plan and we used the funds from Ben Koo to make longer form content. Amanda secured Lil Tay, who was huge at the time. Bat secured B. Simone, who was huge at the time. I secured Quay, who was huge at the time, and Lemmy secured Michael Blackson. Those shows with TT being the flagship gave us enough subscribers and enough income to make it to the next season for even bigger shows. Now, Lemmy controlled all the money at Zeus. And at this point, myself, Batch, and Amanda were pushed out while Lemmy's taking these interviews acting like he did it all by himself.
But you did have partners. She did have partners. What happened to them niggas?
You tell me.
Man, I'll Google this shit. Stop it, man. No, I remember seeing them.
You tell me.
So you bought them out, right?
You tell me what happened to these guys.
No, King Bach. Yeah. So King Bach, Amanda Cerny. That's I was like, that's when they were lit.
Yeah, like I said, I created Zeus. I ended up investing my own capital. They didn't put in any money. They didn't do anything.
He seized all the Zeus accounts, got himself.
Wow. Chima said, I'm tipsy as fuck on here. Wow. You know what, though? Let me say something. It's something about Lemmy that he just looks like a slimy fucking, like... Liar ain't the word, but just a slime ball. He used all these people to build that network and then said, oh yeah, they didn't put up no money, because they was doing the legwork. Yeah, he looks very untrustworthy. Yeah, he literally looks like Squidward. Why y'all ain't beat this nigga ass shit? That's what I want to know. This is what gets me. Y'all on the show, y'all on the network where y'all beat the dog out each other. All you got to do, go get Jonathan. Somebody go get Jonathan down there in Dallas and just have him run up on Lemmy and beat him up. Why y'all didn't beat that nigga the fuck up? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, I got to give y'all the tea on that so-called fiance. Shout out to Janisha.
All this heavy security and started spewing lies.
I thought they would bring some value, bring some money to the table and do their thing, and they did.
Let me tell you something. Anybody who needs that kind of security is either super famous or did a lot of people dirty.
Part of what makes this whole platform special is, yes, you guys are partners and owners with me in this. And what you bring to the table, like you said, is relationships. People would not do this if it wasn't because of you and King Batch and Amanda.
Now, when you have a successful company like Zeus, you do something called partner payouts. Lemmy pays himself but never pays his partners. To be totally transparent, we had a falling out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lemmy's assistant, told us that he sexually assaulted her. Till this day, myself, Batch, and Amanda, we received K1 tax documents stating that we make millions of dollars from the Zeus network as partners. So we're paying taxes on money that we never received. So while Lemmy Plumer walks through Paris with 5 security guards and designer clothes and purchases, let me just read this, new home, RVs.
Lemmy done bought me a truck for my birthday.
The Zeus network bought you.
Zeus bought it.
Cybertrucks, cars, jewelry, and he's giving out bags to everybody who walks through Zeus's door. The partners who initially kept the lights on and made Zeus what it is today received nothing. Don't let the internet and lemon pepper fool you. We put them on. This guy's a fraud. I had a call a few years back with Lemmy and Jason Toberg, who's also works there and is too cowardly to say something because he was on the phone call. And Lemmy is like, you guys are fucking losers. I'm going to drag this case until you all broke. Zeus is worth $1 billion. You can't beat the machine. You'll never beat Zeus. And he's been dragging it. We spent over $1 million on lawyers already. Oh, they're not even part of the company. We have to sit up there and prove that he's on some bullshit. So we'll spend 3 months and a couple $100,000 just to prove that he's telling another fucking lie. We've been literally fighting this dude in court for 2 years, y'all. I found out that Zeus has multiple lawsuits that Lemmy done settled behind our backs. And when you hear all these women on TikTok or you hear Ray J going off and shit.
To all the women that's going through this with Lemmy and going through this with Zeus, like, we hear you and we're gonna help you.
We're gonna stay in this room for 3 to 4 hours until you do what I tell you to.
Damn. So that was Destorm Powers exposing them, right? Now, I had been heard several things about Lemmy, and even when let's just say I overheard some things, okay? And a little birdie told me that Lemmy and Janisha was never even a real couple. Let's pull up a picture of them, because I want y'all to get Lemuel, Plumer, and Janisha. So y'all know she from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Beautiful. Let's use this picture. Or maybe this one. Okay. There we go. Picture of that face. Let's go here, 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 share, bam. All right. Right, teammate, the girls don't eat. They have them on set. Don't even feed them. Okay? But putting alcohol down their throat and allegedly drugs, and it's a lot going on. All right, so this is Janisha John. Janisha is from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, my first question to y'all: if someone is born in the U.S. Virgin Islands, do they automatically have U.S. citizenship? And I know that sounds like a stupid question, but I want to make sure I understand, because I know the Virgin Islands, that's a territory, that's not a state. But I'm hoping I got some Caribbean people in the chat that can tell me or can confirm. And yes, he's on the track. He's an ugly motherfucker, ugly mother sucker. He is not cute, no, not good looking nowhere. Weird looking head shape, weird looking face, no body, nothing. And a scoundrel and a scumbag. Ain't even got a deep voice. You ain't shit. How about that? Okay, they are U.S. citizens. Okay. Yes, they don't need a passport to come here since it's a U.S. citizen. Okay. I know that was a dumb question, but I had to ask. Okay. So that put aside. So she didn't have to get with this nigga for no green card or nothing like that. From what I was told, this was never a real relationship, period. They were never really actually together. It was nothing more than a look. She had the right look. From what I've been told, not only do Lemmy go both ways, allegedly, he like white girls. He don't like black girls. Yeah, Now listen, I'm not saying eventually she didn't start to develop feelings for him, but this was never like anything real. Yes, from what I was told from a reliable source, yes, she was a beard, period. He really swang both ways. He not like fully gay, you know, like he ain't like it's like you know, it's he's not straight, he's like it got a curve, you know what I'm saying? Pause. You get my point. Like, listen, niggas be bisexual in the world. And it'd be so hard for me to like explain that to y'all because I know y'all not in it. Gay for Zeus investors, allegedly. But it's past even the investors. It's just he just swang both ways. It just is what it. But anyway. Industry shit. You date a nigga in the industry, you pretty much signing up for that. And signing up for HIV, but that's another conversation for another day. I ain't saying Lemmy got that. I'm just saying in the industry, a lot of them got that. Let's go back to that. In the industry, there are two main reasons why these niggas all really date the same group of girls. You're like, damn, y'all just pass them around from one to the other. Y'all, or they all date the same group of dudes, right? It ain't just because they're industry, it's because the high majority of them either have herpes, HIV, or both. I'm not saying nobody in particular. I'm just saying the industry, right? Most of them are either HIV positive, herpes simplex 1 or 2, or both. So, and then the second reason is because a lot of the dudes are bisexual, right? Even with the athletes, they're either bisexual or they like anal play. So they would rather use the same group of girls that's already used to that, give them some cash, you don't expose me, you know, you know, yeah, baby, it goes down. It goes down in the industry. When they do when they have all those sex parties, when a lot of these men or women have been R-worded at these parties, you know, they get drugged, wake up, oh damn, who had sex with me? I don't even know. Ain't nobody using no condoms. And then you got to remember, when people got money, they don't trip off them diseases and shit. They just get their medicine and keep it pushing. Now we have stuff like PrEP, so now people really the only thing people really got to worry about now is getting HPV, but it affects women, it affects y'all more than it do us. Like HPV can turn into cancer even for men, so they don't even. But anyway, but really, we just got to worry about herpes out here. Other than that, they got PrEP now, and they don't use people. People do not use condoms. Industry don't use condoms. Yes, that's another thing too. Because they have money, if they happen to catch something, you will see them take a sabbatical. They'll say, I'm just telling you from what I've been told. They'll tell you something like, I'm going to take a break from touring for a year or two, or I'm going to go live overseas for a while. You go, damn, why you move to South America? Why you in Colombia now? They move to these tropical places, and you just think, oh, they're tired of the hustle and bustle of America. That's some of it, right? A lot of it is they go either to South America or they go to Africa for natural healing. You're like, damn, why you like they going over there for healing? Sometimes when they go over there to Africa, it's for some type of spiritual protection as well. Because the magic from the actual homeland is strong. The magic in Haiti, strong. The magic in certain parts of South America is strong. So when you see rich people, celebrities just jump to these odd ass places, baby, it ain't vacation all the time. They handling some business. There's a certain person who spent a lot of time in the motherland because they was fighting the court case. And when you fight court cases, the people who know, you use magic to get through it. So when you see certain people, or let's say a certain couple that was accused of certain crimes, and all of a sudden they don't get charged, baby, it's magic. Oh yeah, you got magic here too. You got magic here too. But when you need that strong stuff, you go straight to the source. When you want to do stuff in secret, you go somewhere and handle business. When Diddy used to do a lot of his magic, he would go off to one of them islands in the Caribbean. And there have been reports of Diddy's out on such and such island cutting up pigs, cutting up chickens. Because you do, in a lot of these rituals, you do need the blood of an animal to cleanse yourself, especially when you're trying to get out of something to do with court. There are voodoo priests and priestesses and different witches, which is pretty much what you would call them. They get paid hefty money to keep people out of trouble and to keep people safe. And is used by government officials to control elections, gangs, police officers, like the ones that get it. And the ones that don't. So just always remember, you go throughout this world, it's not a battle. You truly are battling like in the spirit world, whether you realize it or not. And somebody always trying to do something to somebody else. Some kind of love spell, binding spell, shut up spell, put you in ice. You know, if they put you in honey, that's a sweetening spell. But it's, and ladies, you ain't safe because men practice this shit too. Sex magic is another real thing. Put you in a jar, all kinds of shit. Y'all should already know when you and a man intimate and a man giving it to you and he looking you in your eyes and telling you it's mine. It's yours, daddy. Oh, it's your pussy, daddy. All that shit, that's magic, whether you know it or not. That man is owning your soul. Or if that man really about it, he'll put that mirror in front of the bed and do you in front of the mirror while y'all both look into it. Man, listen. Y'all ain't even ready. Y'all ain't even ready. Y'all ain't even ready. What y'all know about that mirror magic? But I always tell people don't do love spells because it normally backfires. Or you'll usually do it on somebody and then be like, damn, I actually really don't like you like that. I need to get rid of you when you can't. When you do love spells on people, it can turn them really obsessive. A lot of women have gotten their ass beat by men that have become obsessed with them. And a lot of men have gotten by women who was just like, you ain't leaving me. And she don't even know what's possessing her. But he did something to hook you and then realize, oh, I really don't want to be with her like that. But it's too late because now she's hooked. Y'all ain't heard it from me. I'm just telling you, be careful. Oh, yeah, that's another one right there. That phrase, love you to death. That's enough. Y'all say that all the time. Y'all say that all the time. Holy showers right after. Well, the truth is, you're not supposed to be having sex with anybody but your spouse. That's why. Let me hit you to something else. When you have sex with somebody, you marry them spiritually. I'm sorry to tell you. When you have sex with somebody, you marry them spiritually. You're like this in the spirit world. Whether you realize it or not, whether you're conscious of it, women are more conscious of it than men are because women are closer to the spirit world. So that y'all feel that shit more than we do. Plus, you get entered. Men usually don't get entered. They don't even know nothing about that. Even married people, you get legally married, right, in a church, at City Hall, or whatever, but you're not spiritually married to that person until you have sex with them. That's, consummate, yes. You said, Storm, we marry spiritually. As far as Christianity is concerned, technically, yes. You would have to pray and fast and ask God to break that tie. That's why when people say, oh, it's just sex, it's really not. It's really not. You're really not supposed to be able to just have sex with somebody and be like, oh, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, nigga. Like, you really like trauma filled if you can do that. I'm waking it up tonight. I'm waking it up. You're really, if you're able to do that, you're really trauma filled. Let's double back. So then if you're having with multiple people, you have multiple spiritual ties. So you wonder why, damn, why this ain't working for me? Why that ain't working for me? Why, damn, I never liked peanut butter. Now all of a sudden I like peanut butter. Damn, I'm moody. Damn, I'm depressed. Damn, I'm this. Damn, I'm that. Because you're taking on all these spirits that you don't even know. We don't even really know what a person come with. We go get checked. I just got checked, 2 months ago? Yeah, I just got checked 2 months ago. Clean. Negative. But guess what? It's something called sexually transmitted demons. Then I learned some people carry poverty spirits on them. And y'all know I like money. That's when I was like, I got to get my life together because I didn't even realize some people carry poverty spirits on them. And I need rich pussy. Like, I don't want nothing poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can start off from wherever, but some people just carry the spirit of poverty. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, seriously. It didn't hit. I didn't realize it until I realized it. I was like, oh. So, do you cleanses? Do you this? Do you that? Your dudes get mad. I don't want to talk to them because they don't got no money. Yes, you can break those ties. You can do all that. Marital crimes, divorce. You can go in and out and in when having sex. In this marriage, out as divorce. Yeah, it's how do you break soul ties? Child, we're gonna have to do a whole another video on that. We will have to do a whole. Yes, you got spirits of brokenness, spirits of depression. It's a lot. But sexually transmitted demons are a very real thing. It's a very real thing. Sometimes I think, damn, dude, the city of Atlanta got something spiritually where it just make you, because I got freaked the fuck out in Atlanta. I'm not blaming Atlanta. I'm a grown-ass man. But it's something about the energy of that city. You get your freak on. I was never that freaky. Or maybe I was always that freaky. I don't know. I went 4 years and I'm telling you all my business. I went 4 years without having sex before I moved to Atlanta. And then boom, the freak off. So and when I tell you, I felt like looking back, I don't even remember half of that. I disassociate a lot anyway, so people don't really understand that about me. But I look back like, I did what? But I live. But you live and you learn. So I say all that to say, wow, I do love freak. And that's the thing. Look, and got turned out. Love freak off. But you know what's crazy? In all that, in all that I've seen and done, I don't like niggas. That's the crazy thing. In all the shit I've done, I like women. Don't understand y'all, but I like y'all. It's crazy. Why is that crazy? No, it's crazy because they say like a drunk mind is a sober thought, or what it like. When I get drunk, I like women. I'm like, if there was ever doubt, there's no doubt. I get drunk, I'm trying to hump some. Don't let me smoke no weed. I'm really trying to hump some. Oh my God. What are you saying? I know I'm fucking straight. That's what I know. I know that for sure. Oh my God. Anyway. I will say I'm thankful for this and everything. Let me go back to me because this is always about me. In everything that I've done, what I am happy about is I've literally done everything I want to do sexually. Like, I've done everything I want to do sexually. I'm good. That's the thing. And I don't want to be married, but even if I do it, I don't have any I don't have any what ifs. I don't have any, oh, I'm curious about that, or I don't have none of that. I don't know if that's a good thing. I've done everything I wanted to do sexually. Everything I wanted to do. That don't mean I've done everything. Hold on, Chima, I got you. Hold on. Add as a moderator. Standard. Okay, there we go. Be with someone who is I just accept that one day I'll have to settle down and just have a boring sex life for the rest of my life, or just not have sex. Like I because married men that I talk to, they don't have sex with their wives like that. But then again, they have children, so maybe once you start having kids, things change. But then I'm like, okay, well, what happens if you don't have no kids? What are those marriages like? Like double income, no kids, where you just making money and traveling? Like, how often do y'all have sex? But the married men that I know, they don't have sex with their wives like that. I don't know. Maybe married sex can be fun. Every man I talk to that's married, it's like he not hates his wife, but maybe loathe is the word. Or what is it called when it's like you there, whatever. Same pussy from last week. Whatever you call that. Those wives are exhausted. I think I would. every day. So put a nail down and on my period. I'm trying to be married to go to the swingers conventions. Nah, I can't take my wife to no swingers convention. Nah. I'll crash out. I'll crash out. Yeah, nah. Mm-mm. We could watch other people do it. I would be okay with that, but joining, no, not what's mine. No. Anyway, this ain't about me. This ain't about me. Back to this couple here. Y'all better thank me for giving y'all this good church sermon. Appreciate it, Nova. Anyway, so with this couple here, this was nothing more than a look. She does still somewhat serve as a beard for him, but Lemmy likes white girls. Lemmy likes Latin girls. Lemmy really like anything but black. Janisha just had the right look. You know, she's black enough. She's white enough. She's light enough. It's acceptable. But Lemmy, just like most black men, don't like nothing that look like him. I don't think y'all really care because I don't really think Lemmy is a desirable black man that y'all really tripping off of like that. But anyway, on set, he would talk to Janisha crazy. He would call her all kinds of bitches and hoes. I want y'all to think back now. Remember when like they was on Zeus Network, they was doing the conversations, and Janisha would do the intro in the beginning, and then she would kind of go away. So wherever they would film, Janisha would be kept in like a room somewhere, and then he'd be, all right, bitch, come on. Here the fuck up. Come on. And then she would come out and she would say what she had to say, and then she would disappear. As time went on, things kind of changed, but in the beginning, that's what it was like. He really treated her like shit. He really treated her like shit. And it's all alleged. But he would talk to her crazy, cuss her out, dog her out. Like, now, my source didn't say nothing about him ever hitting her or anything like that. But he wasn't the nicest to her. So anyway, that's that. Moving right along from that. Then Natalie started exposing Zeus. You said he looked just like he do look like he looked like his daddy. So yeah, he definitely do. So froze over him, incredible. Oh my God, Rose. Anyway, let's get to it. The other night, Natalie Nunn went live and was going off on Lemmy. Let's play it.
You guys don't respect me. You guys throw rocks and hide hands. I never said put Biggie on a timeout. I never set up Ivory. I never did none of that shit. Y'all keep playing with me, hiding behind motherfuckers that really are the motherfuckers. And then you guys want to act like, oh no, Natalie. I asked you no. I told the car to just go. You guys, I'm still sitting here. I don't give a fuck. I'm on live. And what are you going to do, Lord? You guys keep playing with me. Because I'm going to get paid either way. What'd he say? He told security not to protect me. I am live. Look at the plumbers whispering, doing weird shit like they always do. I don't care. I asked you guys to put my security in the car and let me go. Oh, come on. Hurry up, guys. Oh my God, they're watching. Shut the fuck up. I said, let me the fuck go. Y'all thought I was playing with you, but I told you I wasn't. Let's go. It's a wrap. You want to see whose show it is? Or is it Lemmy Plumer's show?
Yeah, Nat was definitely scared.
No.
Nat was definitely scared. All right, let's go to this video.
This guy, look at him. Look at him. The delusional Zeus. Now, go ahead. Show them what you were saying. Excuse me. No, shut the fuck up talking to me, bro. Hey, who did I say was my security guard? You. Do too much. You live. Tell the world that. Tell him. Call your boyfriend. Call Louis. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey, where's Look at him. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Yes, here he goes. Look at this guy. Why you touching me? What did I say? What I say? That's the weirdo right there. Wait until I tell the truth. Wait until I tell the truth about this nigga right here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? You holding me hostage. I said let the driver go. No. You don't own no. Call Louis. Don't touch me. Don't.
How you feeling, Nat? How you
Hey,
feeling?
y'all.
Daddy's Africa.
Here we come. Shut the fuck up talking to me, bro.
Let me Plumer.
As we all know, Natalie.
You guys don't respect me. You guys throw rocks and hide hands. I never said put Biggie on a timeout. I never set up Ivory. I never did none of that shit. Y'all keep playing with me, hiding behind motherfuckers that really are the motherfuckers. And then you guys want to act like, oh no, Natalie. I asked you no. I told the car to just go. You guys, I'm still sitting here. I'm still sitting here. I don't give a fuck. I'm on live. And what are you going to do, L'Oreal? I've been nothing but respectful to you too. The Plumers have lost their minds. Period. No, it is, because I asked you guys nicely to leave me the fuck alone. You guys keep doing shit and hiding behind me. I said, when would you like me to address it? When? In this scene or the next scene? Because you guys keep playing with me. I got this out of now. Let's tell the truth. When are y'all ready? I got the real tea. Because I'm going to get paid either way. What'd he say? He told security not to protect me. I am live. Look at the Plumers whispering, doing weird shit like they always do. I don't care. I asked you guys to put my security in the car and let me go. Oh, come on. Hurry up, guys. Oh my God, they're watching. Shut the fuck up. I said, let me the fuck go. Y'all thought I was playing with you, but I told you I wasn't. Let's go. It's a wrap. You want to see whose show it is? Or is it Lemmy Plumer's show? It's a wrap. And I said what the fuck I said. And I'm not done talking. I'm not fucking done. Ashley, I'm not fucking done. I love you guys. I pray that everybody... Oh, now he's going to hold my car hostage again. Everybody has to get away from my vehicle. Here we go.
I think she was low-key scared. I guess they over there in Africa or whatever. Listen, I think she was low-key scared. Something was going to happen to her, and that's why she went live. One thing about Natalie can play tough, but to me, Natalie know who to play tough with, and Natalie is still half white, and Natalie will still turn into a fucking Karen if she has to. That's one thing about Natalie that Lemmy don't understand. She is half white. She know how to play white girl games. She just became a hood ghetto girl, 5-6 years ago. Because before then, she hated ghetto people. Oh my God. Natalie's not from the hood. So she flip-flopping. Whatever happened that night when she started going live, that was smart though. That's true. But she was literally, I believe she was scared for her life. Yep. And if anybody knows where the bodies are buried, it's Natalie. Natalie can be the one to take him down. You got to remember. Her mama white. Yeah, and there was no film crew. But yeah, her mama white. And one thing that white women have down packed that I want the sisters to learn how to do too, is know how and when to play and be a victim. Sisters tend to be tough no matter what. and never want to look like a punk. That's a black thing culturally. But when you trying to take down somebody else, you got to know when to. You got to know when to do it, sisters. Learn how to play the victim. Learn how to cry on cue. Because they do that shit. Tiffany said, we really don't get the option. You gotta force it. You gotta learn it. You gotta learn how to do that shit. We've seen videos and shit like on cops or situations where the police will come up and the dude been hitting on the woman and she like, nah, I'm still fucking him up though. No, sis, this is the time to cry boo tears. Yeah, Woe Vicky being trapped. Listen, what you think Woe Vicky was doing over there in Nigeria? Why do you think these girls are going over there to Nigeria, baby? They hooking, they prostituting, they selling cat. Same reason why they go back and forth to Dubai. They selling cat. The money here is drying up. So people have to do what they have to do to keep that money coming in. I'm just saying. Baby, they selling cat. These Real Housewives stars going over to Nigeria. Everybody's going to Nigeria for what? Anyway, what else did I want to tell y'all? Also, on top of all that, before we get into some more of what Natalie had to say, Zeus Network is apparently trying to take over the world. So if you guys don't know, Zeus Network never trademarked the word baddies, which is why South Central Baddies was able to be a thing. And I got this tea from Twitter. I just can't remember the Twitter page. Otherwise, I would shout you out. Because I keep my ear to the streets. But they've been putting in their trademarks for other shit. Hold up. So apparently, we have a Baddies UK coming. I didn't even know that. Goods and owners, Zeus Network LLC, Goods and Services, Entertainment Services, yep, ongoing reality show. So we got a Baddies UK coming. Hold up. Yep, a Baddies on the boat. That's another one. Then we got Baddies. Boom. Baddies Canada coming as well. So they got Baddies Africa, which is probably going to be shot either in South Africa or Ghana. Baddies UK is coming apparently. And we're going to have a Baddies Canada as well. So I just gave y'all the next 2-3 seasons of that show. I'm weak because I'm just like, y'all taking this fuckery internationally. And what they don't understand is that in other countries, they don't play that book. Like, I'm telling you, something gonna happen in one of these countries and it's gonna shut all this shit down. Or somebody's gonna like be put in prison overseas. They're in Cape Town. I figured they only going to certain places in Africa because certain Africans is not playing that shit. It's degeneracy. Yeah. Yep. I would not be surprised if we have a Baddies Australia. Yep. Okay, so now, boom, let's go over. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Okay, he put up all of the Natalie's Instagram stories. She said, also, I never wanted to let Taseki go, Jailer go, or Biggie. They let they go because we had to keep his girlfriends 100%. I didn't agree. I much rather have them, but I'll pay my girls, be on my summer show, Baddies Cold Show. Okay. She's made because Lemmy made her fly to Africa with DTB while he flies with the other girl and is still here in ATL showing up to my parties last night! Exclamation point. Girl, Lord, go to bed and leave me out y'all's madness. Whatever you mad at him about because of the next girl, gonna be mad at him. I have nothing to do with it! Exclamation point. Hey, baddies. Ass fat, slim, thick, yo, Tony. Schedule just changed. I'm taking bookings all of May, June, and July. Miss Natalie Nunn at gmail.com. So she ain't gonna be on. Okay. Okay. Schedule just changed. She's taking bookings all of May, June, and July. Wow. You know, say what you want about Natalie. Say what you want about Natalie. Natalie has figured out how to be relevant throughout all these. Like, when did she first come on the Bad Girls Club? Was that like 2005? Because she old, bitch. She ain't young at all. No shade. Natalie Nunn, age. I thought so. Natalie's 40. Natalie is 40 years old. First off, Natalie, you ain't even supposed to be fighting these hoes once you in your 40s. You supposed to have these hoes under you fighting. Step away from all that. You need to be EP position at all times. Don't film with the girls, produce the girls. Cause you even still dealing with them like y'all peers. It looks crazy. It reminds me of like Shawnee on Basketball Wives, and it's irritating because it's like you're the EP. Stay behind the scenes and be the EP. Yeah. She was Cam in 2003, 2004. And shout out to my webmaster. I just got your text. Thank you so much. By the way, yeah, listen. Speaking of a nigga on the come up, shout out to my webmaster for having my back. Except Lemmy, I'm not gonna be like you. I'm paying the people that came up with me. That's the difference. Lemmy head. I'm not gonna act like I made my website and my apps all by myself when I did not. Y'all be out here lying, thinking shit ain't gonna get exposed later, baby. It's gonna get exposed. But anyway, so she's managed to remain relevant for years, and she also knows how to monetize being the villain. Jocelyn had to get it together. Let me tell you something. I wish I could tell y'all, but it ain't really my business to tell. And I want to maintain a relationship. Let me just put this out there. Jocelyn is lucky she had another season after what happened to Amber. When I tell y'all what almost went down, now me thinking back, Jocelyn probably went and seen her priestess to get her out of that shit. Lucy says, Storm, when is anything your business to tell? Fair enough. Let's just say Zeus was finna have to write some big checks. So if y'all notice, even Jocelyn ain't fighting them girls on there like that the way that she used to. She was skating on thin ice. Lemmy was really done with her ass then. But he ain't really have to come out no money, so things are all good. Storm, what had happened? You remember when Amber, shout out to Amber Ali was on Jocelyn's Cabaret, and they got into that fight at the reunion, and Amber knocked Jocelyn down. And they cut all that footage out, but Amber bop, and Jocelyn the flow. And that's why Ballistic jumped in and started kicking Amber in her ribs and pulled a chunk of her hair out because Jocelyn got knocked on the floor. That's really why he jumped in and jumped on Amber. When Jocelyn hit that floor, it fell back like that. He jumped in that shit, boom, started kicking Amber all in her ribs and shit, and pulled out a chunk. I think it was on this side. Pulled a chunk of this shit out. Jocelyn must have not been on Coca-Cola for her to get knocked out. Here's what I figured out. About Jocelyn. Yes, you on a ballistic? Oh yeah, ballistic. Oh yeah, and that day he was ballistic for a reason. Oh yeah. Okay, let me back up. Here's what I figured out about Jocelyn and her fighting. Jocelyn really don't have hands. Jocelyn is strong as fuck and got a lot of childhood trauma. And I told y'all, I'm not fighting nobody with a bunch of childhood trauma. Like, yeah, Jocelyn blacks out, but with Jocelyn, you just can't let her grab you. Jocelyn really need to be a wrestler. But Jocelyn is not like a boxer. She pushes and she grabs you and holds you down and don't let you go. That's really her thing. So you have to keep your distance with her and knock her ass down. That's how you keep your. Y'all seen when they was trying to drag her from that Zeus Network event? It took 4 police officers to hold her up, and when she started acting up, they just dropped her ass. And she, you bitch. She blacks out. Yeah, she was hitting Stevie, but she's really, really strong. She's really, really strong. So if she grab your hair, she got you. She's like a pit bull. She's a pit bull in a skirt. That's how to think of Jocelyn's fighting style. She's a pit bull in a skirt. Now, Taseki fights like a nigga. Taseki fight like she been in prison. I don't know if that woman ever been in prison. Once again, like childhood trauma. I told y'all, don't fight nobody with all that shit. But Taseki fight like a nigga. And I'm gonna tell you how Taseki be winning her fights. Taseki don't give a damn about getting hit in the face. Most women, when they fight, don't like to get hit in their face. Most women ain't used to getting hit in their face. Taseki don't give a damn. Yeah, Taseki fights like a nigga. And she put her whole body into her shit. Listen. I think she grew up in a house full of siblings. Yep, full of siblings. She's a Northeast female. They grew up fighting anyway. No shade. And on top of that, y'all know how they grew up. And you know she grew up fighting men. I can tell by the way she fights. I can tell by the way she fights. She did not grow. She fought girls, but she grew up fighting men. Let me tell you something. Taseki's footwork is like, wait a minute. I'm like, who the fuck taught her how to? Y'all sure Taseki doesn't like professionally fight? Because even her stance, like she moves her body correctly. Most women fight like that. She knows to follow through. Most women don't have the footwork and the follow through. They have that. Or they'll grab their hair and hit them like that. That girl knows her. She understands all that. Who the fuck taught that girl how to fight? That's all I'm gonna say. The footwork is real. She from B-more. I told you, Northeast female. Yeah, of course. No shade, but it's just true. Oh my God. Anyway. Jesus. I'm so glad I do this show on the internet, and these people ain't gotta come to my set. I don't want no smoke. Matter of fact, Taseki, you can train me. How about that? Because, baby, that's not nobody. Y'all crazy. Fighting that girl, y'all crazy. I'll be that girl best friend. Y'all better learn how to politic. Y'all better learn how to politic. She'll be my best friend. Anyway, moving right along from that. Let's see. Hey, shout out to the UK. It's 6 a.m. there. What's her? I think that was it. I think that was it. I don't think it was none else I wanted to show y'all. They showing up to your door like, let me tell you, the way I really used to go in on people. Man, Mariah tried that and she was left on her own to fight big women. Woo. It's 12 a.m. here in Texas. Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to the UK. Also, we had to do some work on the website today because some people couldn't, for whatever reason, some of the videos y'all couldn't view and people was having problems. So the videos have been fixed. The ones that y'all could not view, like I think some people were saying they couldn't view the TD Jakes one, the Celebrity Doctor one. There was another one too. Anyway, they've all been uploaded as re-uploaded as videos, so we had to fix that. The webmaster made some changes to y'all accounts in good faith, so that way you're not double charged when you couldn't see some videos. Yep, you're gonna receive an updated plan. They've rectified the situation. So those people that emailed us, thank you for emailing us. Support at stormmonroetv.com. I appreciate that. Yeah. Damn, what time the club closed in the UK?
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's a Storm Show.